What's up, guys? It's Wednesday, and welcome to CNA Films and Animations Animation Corner. I'm Alan.
I'm Corey.
And this week we are doing a viewer requested. This one was requested by you.
Yep.
And it is the film The Seventh Brother.
Yes. This was one that I grew up with. It stayed with me throughout my entire life, and it's one that he had never seen, so I thought I'd share the...
I'd never heard of it, and apparently it is a relatively hard one to find. It's a film from 1995, and it is originally a German movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about the plot?
The plot of the movie is that Tiny, the dog, he's a puppy, and he has this family. There's a little girl and her grandfather.
The family was driving back from the city to their little cabin in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And they have car trouble, and while they're out trying to fix the car, Tiny sees a frog, and being a puppy and curious, he goes after it.
Yep.
And he inadvertently gets left behind.
And from there, he's lost, scared. The little girl's upset because, her puppy's gone. And so the grandfather says, well, we'll look for him in the morning. And Tiny kind of curls up and just hides underneath a tree and sleeps till morning. And the next morning he comes across, well, actually a group of rabbits, a family of rabbits, find Tiny, and they're a little scared of him because they've never really seen a dog before. And soon enough they gain the trust. Tiny gains their trust, and they become friends, more or less.
Friends, even so far. They adopt him, really.
Yes.
They teach him how to be a rabbit. He teaches them how to be a dog.
And there's 3 brothers, 3 sister rabbits. Each one has their own different personality. And, they, like he said, they teach him how to be, they teach him how to be a rabbit. And he teaches them how to be a dog.
Yes, and they help each other, and it kind of is going on the whole. It is one of those movies that's supposed to provide a lesson for kids. It's, let's see, acceptance of who you are. Don't really be afraid of change, I guess, to a point.
Okay, I can see it.
Let's see, help each other out, of course.
Acceptance of others.
Yes. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
A lot of little lessons in it. I guess everyone belongs somewhere, I guess.
Yeah.
They're good little lessons. Good for kids. This is a kids movie. It's directed at kids. Let's see.
Let's talk about the characters.
It's one thing that kind of really pushes this film on.
Mm-hmm.
You got these 6 bunnies, rabbits, whatever. I think they want to call themselves bunnies throughout. Each one has its own unique character. They even do a whole song about introducing themselves.
Yeah.
It helps it. I'm not keen on the animation. They all have hair for whatever reason. Besides, it looks like they have a little toupee on. It was okay. It was a little odd to me, but it was fine. Good characters. Let's see. Yeah, they want Tiny to act like them, and he tries, but he knows that's not him.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of doing the be yourself thing. Tiny's character was good. I could really see a puppy doing a lot of that. background characters were alright. So, what do you think?
Yeah, each bunny has its own unique personality. I mean, you've got one who loves to eat carrots. He eats just nonstop. You've got the big, tough, strong bunny who thinks he's all tough and everything, and really he's just as afraid as they are.
Mm-hmm. He's just bigger.
Yeah. You've got one of the girls who has yellow hair. Kind of like.
Isn't she the kind of the leader?
Yeah, she's kind of the leader. You've got a bunny who's just completely terrified. Kind of reminds me of Chucky Finster a little bit.
Yeah. They each has their own personality, and it works for it.
Some stronger than others, but yeah.
Yes.
And Tiny, he's a likable character. He's he's a cute character. And a lot of the side characters, there's a busybody bird who,
yes,
spreads rumors throughout the entire forest.
Yes, who makes does a complete 180 in character.
Mm-hmm.
She pretty much is completely against Tiny being in the forest till he saves her, and then she's like, "We must help him." Okay, why not? It's a kids movie. It works.
And each side character is relatively interesting, if nothing else.
Yes.
It's just a cute film. I guess I just kind of want to say a couple of things about this and what it means to me. I grew up with this movie. I saw it at a babysitter's house, and I have no idea where she got it. It's just one of those movies that she had. We watched, and I just fell in love with it growing up. And for some reason, it's stuck with me. I cannot tell you why, because nothing about it really screams about being remembered. The characters are interesting enough, but they're not anything that you can really sit down and just be like, what, that's an excellent character. It's just a cute film, but for some reason it stayed with me.
Okay.
And I guess it just holds a lot of nostalgia, if nothing else.
Yeah, this was the first time I've seen this film. It's a cute film. Characters, all different personalities, and they're good personalities. Only real fault with this, I guess, was there's not a lot of conflict. The main conflict is Tiny wants to get back to his family, but he also kind of wants to be with the rabbits.
And there's forest conflict as well, such as a hawk and a weasel who want to eat the rabbits.
Yeah, but that's it's there and then dealt with.
Yeah,
it's no big one. There was this slight one I thought they were setting up for, but they didn't do it. Where the father of the bunnies had been chased by a dog before, or attacked by one. And usually, if that's mentioned, then it's like set it up, I guess, a prejudice thing where he hates dogs. But that was never there. And then Tiny saves the rabbit family, and he's like, "Thank you for saving my family, Tiny," and which would usually go with showing the character the error of his ways, but that's not there, even though it kind of hints that it is.
Yeah.
Which don't get me wrong, it's a good little film. It's just it seemed to be setting it up, and then like, let's not do that, but let's have it hinted at.
But yeah, it's a cute film. It's not the greatest film out there. It's one that I think I personally just have more nostalgia for than anything else. But it's a rare film. One that it's hard to find.
Yes, the one we watched was not of greatest quality, and we found it on YouTube.
Yeah. But I mean, I'd say if you get a chance and you're in the mood for just a cute film that's only about an hour and 15 minutes long.
Yeah, or you want to show them one that's okay for your kids.
Yeah.
It does have the songs are pretty good for a kids film. They're not great, but they're not terrible.
Yeah, they
They're
didn't make me want to take my ears off or something. But
yeah. They do show some, I guess, for little kids, maybe scary images.
yeah. Growing up, there's a couple of images that stuck with me as well. That I won't say terrified me, but it just was kind of scary at moments. So I could see where it may not be the best thing for young children. I'd say this is probably good for about 8 and up.
Yeah. So, what would you give this film?
Nostalgia aside, I will probably give this film a 7 out of 10.
Okay. I'm going to meet you at that. I'm also going to do 7. As I said several times, characters really kind of drive this movie. Animation is okay if you find a good copy. The story is alright. The little conflicts that are overpassed is okay. The lessons that are learned by the character are good for children. It's an alright little movie. It's cute as can be.
Yeah. I mean, you got puppies and bunny rabbits. I mean, what
The
more can you
cuteness
ask for?
overload. Too much. Too much.
But yeah, it's a cute, innocent film. If you want to throw something on for your kids, if you can find it, of course.
Oh yeah, find it first.
It's still on YouTube, so you can check it out there. But again, it's not the best quality. But if you find it and you think it might be good for your kids, or you want to see it yourself, I do recommend it.
I do too. Well, have you guys seen this movie? Have you ever heard of it before? Let us know in the comments. Be sure to check out our other videos. Be sure to like and favor us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Alan.
I'm Corey.
We'll see you guys in the next one.